Theme song?
Yes, please.
I am dark and he is light. He is blind as a bat and I have sight. It's Steve Saylor and JJ talking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Steve.
I'm JJ.
And today we are definitely talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. We're going to give our review, and just like usual, we're going to do our spoiler-free review right at the beginning. And then if you really want to know about spoilers, you can check out the end of the video. We both were actually at a screening last night, a preview screening.
Yep.
And what did you think?
I had absolutely nothing invested in this franchise going in.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, I only saw the first one last weekend on Netflix.
Okay.
Kind of dozed off near the end and
Sure.
then woke up again. But I thought from what I saw from the first one, not bad.
Yeah?
Not bad. So little or no expectations going into this, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the CGI was really good. I thought it was a lot of fun. The action kept going throughout the whole thing with this. I thought the CGI was great. I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, I'm not a 12-year-old boy, so, I mean, I didn't love it. So, but I think if I was 12 years old, I would have really, really dug it.
Sure.
That said, as a dad, a couple things that I think weren't needed in it, and that's the cussing. There was there were some S-bombs. There weren't any F-bombs or anything like that. But as a dad, it's like, did we really need that in there?
Yeah.
And also, Megan Fox, I mean, I know that this also plays to the nostalgia of guys who are my age, who played with the toys when they were younger, and you want a little bit of sexiness in there. It wasn't overly done. It wasn't, but what was there was definitely gratuitous.
Yeah. Basically, what you see in the trailer is the extent of her sexing it up.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a small thing. My kids probably know the S-bombs at this point.
Right.
But whatever, for other people who may be a little bit more touchy about things like that, not necessary. But overall, a really fun movie, and I would go see another one if another one comes out. You?
I didn't grow up with the Turtles. I watched kind of a few episodes here and there as a kid. My brother was more into the Turtles franchise than I was, and unfortunately I couldn't be able to bring him with me because he was actually in Florida on his honeymoon. So I couldn't be able to I couldn't get his opinion off after it. But knowing the Turtles as much as I do, and knowing a bit of sort of the story and the kind of the lore around it, I saw the first one. Didn't really like it a lot. It seemed like it was Transformers, but in the TMNT world. Yeah. But I was actually genuinely surprised at how much I liked the movie. It was a lot of fun to watch. Sure, there was definitely moments that were kind of, it's just the dialogue choices were kind of a bit odd, and it was sort of like Stephen Amell basically kind of was like Captain Exposition, and backstory anytime he had any dialogue. Yeah. Which isn't to say that it was bad. It just wasn't. It just it was definitely noticeable as an adult, but for a kid, it would have been it honestly, it felt very much like an episode of the cartoon. Yeah. And it just, because it worked. And what I liked about this one was different from the first one, was the first one, they tried to make it kind of serious. It was, yes, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but that was kind of where the unrealistic sort of ended. And it just everything was trying to be set in the real world. Whereas this one really embraced the kind of almost the absurdity of this universe. Yeah. And they had fun with it. You got to see a lot more of the Turtles than when you did in the first one. And there was a few jokes that kind of fell flat, but again, for a 12-year-old, this would it would be that it would be the equivalent of when I as a kid watching the original Turtle movies, because it kind of had that sort of same feeling. And definitely if you have kids, or if you're kid adjacent, bring them, because they actually, I would recommend it. Yes, I agree there's a bit of language in there, so maybe not necessarily the younger kids, but definitely within the 8 to 12-year-old range.
And there's a few scary things in it as well.
For sure.
We'll get into that with the spoilers.
Yeah, but it was, you know what, I actually had fun watching it, and I would definitely see it again. Actually, you know what, I might say this, it's probably my the most fun movie I've seen this summer.
What?
Yeah. Oh. More so than Captain America, I would say, too. Yeah.
You know, you might be right, man. Yeah. I can't disagree. I'm thinking back now. Did I have as much fun? And no, probably not.
Yeah. Let's go into the spoiler territory. Yep. Like you mentioned, the Megan Fox sort of moment, the sexy moment. I like the fact that there's this one line that she says kind of near the beginning of the movie where she goes, "I'm a big nerd," and the entire audience laughed. because it just is like,
Yeah, right.
She's so not a nerd in any way, shape, or form. But at least in this movie, she had relevance, and she was relevant to the plot to a certain degree.
Yeah.
At least at the beginning, kind of maybe not necessarily near the end, but I thought she was okay. I thought,
despite what I said earlier, I really like Megan Fox, and I loved that she was in the movie, and they loved that she had that sexy scene in there. But I'm a grown man.
I actually really like the Turtles this time. Like Mikey has always been a favorite.
Yeah.
But Mikey kind of had like the best sort of jokes of the whole movie.
Yeah. I like that when they were out of the shadows, the CGI looked great.
It was gorgeous.
It really was like you were looking at real life Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out of the shadows thing.
Yeah, and even the kind of the big baddie, which you sort of see in some of the trailers, Commander Krang. I mean, as ridiculous as that character can be, I think that actually it worked in this. Like it was far fetched.
Him and his storyline was the most ridiculous thing.
But I mean, like when you take a character like that, you gotta be silly with it. Like I love like I said, Bebop and Rocksteady. They didn't start out as the animals that they are, right, I didn't like their human counterparts.
Yeah.
But once they were injected with the purple ooze, and they became who they are, I thought that was good.
Once they became the Rhino and the Warthog, they were great.
Yeah, I actually still like, even if I've seen the line so many times in the trailer, but like when he says like I'm a little piggy, it was just like you
did that really well.
Yeah, it was kind of perfect. Like it hit that funny bone in a way that's like I didn't expect to blurt out laughing, but it just knowing it was coming.
Yeah,
it was good.
It was a lot of fun. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely give it a 2 thumbs up. That's kind of my overall. So you can be able to check out JJ at
Toronto JJ and check me out weekdays here in Toronto on 93.5 The Move.
And you can check me out here on this YouTube channel. Click the like button if you like this video. Click subscribe if you want to be able to see more. We're definitely going to do a lot more reviews in the future. So, as always, I remain obediently yours.
Have a good one.
Bye.